I'm gonna record the video. So hey everyone, good afternoon. So today's our class is very important, and it's gonna be all about past. And so before that, if you are watching this video, this is the first time, I'd like to share with you. So we have got a mission to help 1,200 students every year. So that means each month we're gonna train up 100 students, right? Because that's we can accommodate in our Zoom. So 100 students every month we're gonna train up, so that after finishing this course, they can go for IELTS or they can go for the job market, right? And as I shared with you, we're gonna help students who'd like to go to different countries to study, especially UK, US, and Canada. And number two, the people who are looking for the job, they need to have skills in English. Third is entrepreneurs like me. And the fourth is freelancer. So for example, you have got some sort of skills and you are freelancing, you have got some sort of clients and customers in Bangladesh. But if you can give the same service to outside of the border, like say in UK or USA, so you can earn 10 times. So these sort of people would like to help. So this is the gift from us, and our team is working so hard behind it. A lot of student consultants, they invited you here, still they are serving you. So do they deserve a thank you? So if they do, please type in the chat box, thanks Hassle Free Education team. I'd like to see how many of you really do think that this is the gift from Hassle Free Education and you are really getting a lot of benefits from this course. So if you really do that, so please type in the chat box, thanks Hassle Free Education team, because I didn't do that. The whole team behind it, they did it. They invited you, they created the environment for the class, and I'm delivering the class. So having said that, today's class is all about past tense. So can you remember in the last class I have shared with you? So basically there are two things. Okay, I have shared my story, how I learned English, and basically I have shared basically two things you need to understand and you need to practice a lot to develop your English skill. And can you remember what are the two things I shared with you in my story? How did I learn English? I was very poor in English. I didn't have that much track record. I failed in test. I somehow I managed to pass in SSC. Then I copied from my friend, and then I passed HSC as well. And I kicked out from my class in masters. And then I thought, well, I think I cheated a lot in my life. So this time I got to learn English, and then I started learning English. So in the last class, I have shared my story with you. And in that story, I shared with you two things I have learned when I was struggling a lot. And after that, I started understanding, I started speaking, I started listening. So what are the two things? Can you remember? I shared with you. I said tense and transformation of sentence. Type in the chat box, please. So if you'd like to develop your English skill, just you got to master two things, only two things. Number one is tense, number two is transformation of sentence. Type in the chat box, tense and transformation. Okay, in short, can you please type in the chat box T and T? Just T and T. Type in the chat box. T and T, right? So tense and transformation of sentence. These are the two things you got to master. So once you master these two things, definitely you will be able to speak, write, whatever you want to do. You will be able to understand like this team, right? So if you understand me, type in the chat box T and T. So T for tense, T for transformation of sentence. These are the two things. So today I'm gonna share with you is past tense, right? And this is very important for IELTS student. And a lot of students, they come to us, and especially they come to me and they ask, I have given 4 mock tests and I can go beyond 5.5. What's the reason why I didn't get, more than 5.5? And always I ask them, so what are you struggling? And when you go for the mock test, probably, your examiner, they do some sort of remarks as well. For example, you have got some sort of mistakes in grammar, tense, vocabulary, pronunciation. So what are the things? And they always tell me it's really difficult to continue the tense. For example, the examiner. So, technically, they will play some sort of techniques to check your eligibility in English, especially when you go for a speaking test in IELTS. So examiner, they will ask you a few questions, first of all, in part 1 and part 2. So there will be a topic. And in the part 3, they'll ask you a few questions, right? In those questions, they will ask a lot of questions in past, because they know they have asked you some questions in present form. For example, so let's say the topic is traveling. So do you like traveling? Why do you like traveling? So what sort of countries you prefer to go? What sort of transportation you are using? After using, this sort of present form, then all of a sudden they ask you, so when was the last time you visited somewhere and enjoyed a lot? And after having conversation with the examiner, let's say 5-10 minutes, and all of a sudden you got a question like in past tense, and but the student, they are under pressure, they are doing IELTS speaking test, and they forgot everything, and they start saying, well, the last time I went to Nepal, and it's a beautiful country. And then I started speaking in present form. I love this, I love that, I love that, and I do these sort of things in Nepal. And examiners started, reducing the mark, and this is how they lose a lot of marks in IELTS speaking test. So practicing past tense is very, very important, and also you got to understand the question examiner is asking. Is it past tense or present tense? So now I'm gonna ask you a question. So if you get a question in past form, which tense you're gonna use to answer that question? Type in the chat box. If the question is used in a past form, which tense you're gonna use to answer it? Type in the chat box, please. Is it present form or past or future? Type in the chat box, I'd like to see. Yeah, that's right. So if you get a question in past form, you have to answer it in past form as well. Now, I'm gonna ask you a very, very difficult question, right? Are you ready for that? So next question is, if the examiner asks you a question using present form, which tense you gonna use? Type in the chat box. I'd like to see. Yeah, that's right. So if the examiner asks you using a present form, you got to answer it in a present form, right? And now I'm gonna ask you the toughest question in the world, right? The toughest one. So if the examiner asks you a question using future form, which tense you gonna use for that? Type in the chat box. Okay. Oh my God, you are so talented. I didn't imagine that, right? Exactly. So you have to answer in future form. So that's why tense is very, very important. So if you, it's like cricket, right? So you're gonna bet how you get the ball. If the ball you think is a past form, just do it in past form. If it is present, do it in present. If it is future, do it in future. So that's the only thing you got to understand. So now that's why it's very, very important to understand the question, whether is it present or past or future. So we're gonna learn in this lesson. So now I'm gonna ask you a question. So who has done the homework? Fifth homework for 5th class. Who has done the homework? Type in the chat box me. I'd like to see how many of you. Okay. So I'm counting. Sajid Vion said me. Imran said I have done. Joel said me. Tanbir said me. Okay. So only 4. Okay. Aryan said me. Okay. That was very, very simple thing, right? So the question was, how do you take admission at the university? So if you just say, hey, my name is Hassan Habib, today I'd like to share with you how to take admission at the university. Basically, there are 3 things you got to consider when you are thinking about studying at the university. Number 1 is tuition fees, right? And it's gonna depend on university to university and courses. And most of the university, they offer the tuition fees is the range of like, 10 to 25,000 pounds. And also you got to consider which course and which universities are choosing from. And after that, you got to consider about the English proficiency, for example, IELTS. And one of the special thing you got to consider is UK VI IELTS if you'd like to study in the UK university. And then if you'd like to study bachelor degree, you got to have previous qualification, for example, intermediate level or HSC. And if you'd like to go for master's degree, you got to have bachelor degree. So these are the three things you need to consider. However, I mean, if you'd like to know in details, so you can book a call with Hasself Education, and that's how you can take admission at the university. Thanks for watching this video. That's it. Your homework is done, right? That's the simple thing I asked you. Okay, anyway, so after finishing this class, who is going to complete the homework and submit tonight? Type in the chat box. I'd like to see. After finishing this class, who is going to record the video and submit the homework by tonight? I'd like to see. I'd like to see how many. Okay, okay, I believe you, right? So can you please type in the chat box? Consistency is the king. Consistency is the king. So if you're not consistent enough, you will lose the momentum and you will give up the course. So that's why, dear challengers, right? So you have taken challenge. Are you losing or winning? Type in the chat box. I'd like to see. I'd like to see. Are you winning or losing? So if you are still winning, type in the chat box winning. So if you have given up almost, I mean, just you're somehow you're here and you started losing, type in the chat box losing. I'd like to see how many of you are winning and how many of you are losing here. So if you're still winning, type in the chat box winning. If you're losing, type in the chat box losing, right? Yeah, I'd like to see how many of you are really, really winning. Type in the chat box winning. If you're losing, just type losing. So a lot of students here, and I can't see anyone else typing losing. That means you're winning. Well done. Well done. So now I'm going to share my screen here so that I can take you to the board. I'm not sure where my clicker is. Okay. Here you go. Okay. So now, okay. So let's see, still you can remember, right? So we have started from here and we introduce ourselves. So we are helping students to London, Birmingham, okay, in UK, US and Canadian University, and we have got offices in these places, London, Birmingham, Manchester, Montreal, Lahore, Dhaka and Sylhet, right? So then in the first class, we have practiced a lot regarding this thing, and you have introduced yourself using this presentation, right? And that was first class. So if you still can remember what happened to the first class, can you please type in the chat box, first class? I'd like to see how many of you really understand and really remember about the first class. So I need to recap, right? Type in the chat box, first class. I'd like to see how many of you really remember what we have done in the first class, right? So that was in the presentation. Yeah, excellent. Type in the chat box, please, everyone else. Yeah, that was, okay, so still you can remember first class, right? So then we, in the second class, we have learned how to speak about 80%, whatever you do, right? In your daily life, 80%, right? And you have practiced it, you have given a presentation, now you are able to speak 80%, what do you do daily, right? So in the next class, so in the third class, you have learned how to avoid mistakes while you're speaking about third person singular number, and you have given a presentation, what does your favorite person do every day, right? So that was the third class. And then you also learn how to make questions, right? So using do verb. So do means take an action, but we use do for interrogative and negative sentences, and in the sentence do doesn't have any meaning, right? And you practice a lot. So something like, do I speak, do you speak, something like this, right? And after that, in the next class, you have learned how to ask deep questions, why, how, and according to the rules and regulation, so that you will not make any mistakes in future, right? So this is how you have practiced using this structure. Okay, so now today's lesson is all about past, and I have shared with you what is the challenge for IELTS candidates. So how many of you are here who would like to sit for IELTS exam in future? Type in the chat box IELTS. I'd love to see. How many of you are here who would like to go for IELTS? Type in the chat box IELTS. Okay. Okay. Okay, a lot of students, they would like to sit for IELTS exam. Excellent, excellent. So all you need to understand is what question is the examiner is asking. Is it present, past, or future? So if the examiner is asking you using the past form, you need to answer it in past. If you make any mistakes, you're gonna reduce your mark, right? So that's what we're gonna practice it. So now this is the structure of a past form. So subject plus verb to. Verb to means past form of the verb. Then whatever the remaining is. Now I'm gonna give you a word and you need to type in the past form. So I'm gonna tell the word in present form. You need to type in the past form. So the first one is go. What's the past form of go? Type in the chat box, please. What's the past form of go? Yeah, went. That's right. Type in the chat box. Everyone else, right? Playful. Don't be lazy. Playful. Okay. Yeah, that's right. Went. So what's the past form of see? S-E-E, see. Okay. Excellent. 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 So what's the past form of practice? Type in the chat box, please. What's the past form of practice? Okay. It has to be S-E-D, practice. P-R-A-C-T-I-S-E-D. Right? Practiced. Okay. That's right. Thank you. Now, I'm going to ask you a very difficult question. Is what's the past form of attend? Attend. Type in the chat box, please. What's the past form of attend? Yeah, that's right. Attended. Attended. Yeah, that's right. Attended. Yeah, that's right. So this is the thing you need to understand, especially when you're using the past form. There are some verbs we just use ded and we make it past form. For example, you said practiced, you said attended, and this is called regular verb. Type in the chat box regular. This is called regular verb. Type in the chat box regular. So practiced, attended, was. So D and ED, adding D and ED, we use a lot of verbs, is called regular verb, right? And I have asked you two questions as well. So go and see, but we didn't add D or ED. So this is called irregular verb, right? So there is no hard and fast rule. You got to memorize and you need to make a lot of sentences. And this is how you need to remember. This is called irregular. So if you understand, type in the chat box irregular. Okay, that's right, irregular. Irregular. Okay, so this is very simple thing. So if you have got, I would say grammar books or some sort of English books at your home, so you can memorize them. And if you memorize a lot of vocabularies, you can remember. So the best way to learn vocabulary is once you learn a vocabulary, you got to make a sentence and you got to apply in your daily life. So once you do that, you will never ever forget this vocabulary, right? So all you got to do is you need to have a sense of the vocabulary into the sentence according to the context. If you do that, you will never ever forget those sort of vocabulary. Otherwise, you'll forget. So now type in the chat box what you need to do if you'd like to remember some vocabularies. Type in the chat box if you understand me what I just said. So to improve your lexical resources, I mean vocabulary, what do you need to do? Type in the chat box. Okay. Tanvira, I'm not sure what you mean by Cambridge. No, I didn't say that. I said learn the vocabulary, make a sentence with that vocabulary, and try to apply in your daily life, right? So if you don't have any use of that vocabulary, don't learn it. Don't learn it, right? So for example, so this is the mouse, right? So I'm using this mouse in my life, so I'm learning this vocabulary. This is called mouse. So this is the clicker, right? So let me pin it so that you can, okay, I have already. So this is clicker, right? So I know this is a clicker. So now I'm gonna make a sentence. So I use this clicker for my presentation, right? This is a sentence. So I'm not, forget this vocabulary in my in my life. So this is called calculator. So I'm using this calculator to calculate some sort of things. And so this is the mobile phone. So I'm using my mobile phone to communicate with my friends and family members. So whatever the vocabulary you are learning, you got to make a sentence and you got to apply in your life. So if you understood what I just said, type in the chat box. How to learn vocabulary. Type in the chat box. I'm going to give you 30 seconds to learn it, to type it. So type in the chat box what I just said. Yeah, that's right. How to learn vocabulary. So type in the chat box. How to learn. Answer me. How to learn vocabulary. Yeah, that's right. The first thing is you got to make. Okay, you got to know the meaning. You got to make a sentence, and you got to apply in your life. Right? If you don't apply in your life, you will forget it, because we are we are learning a lot of vocabularies in your life, and we make even a sentence, but we forget. But once we can apply in your life, you will never ever forget this, right? So learn the vocabulary, make a sentence, and apply in your daily life. So that's the thing you got to do. So learn the vocabulary, make a sentence, and apply in real life. Excellent, Wahida, you got me. So learn the vocabulary, make a sentence, and apply in real life. That's the only thing you got to do. So now we're gonna practice a few things. So for example, now you can see on the screen a lot of sentences here. If I practice it, I'm gonna practice like this way. I practice 10-day challenge. Okay, let's say I'm gonna move it here. So I practiced, we practiced, you practiced, you practiced, they practiced, he practiced, she practiced, it practiced, Tony practiced. So this is how we're gonna make a lot of sentences. So what I'm gonna do, I will unmute yourself and I'll ask you to give me all the sentences. All you got to do, you need to give me all the sentences. So are you ready? If you're ready, type in the chat box, ready. Okay. Okay. So same rule. You got to unmute yourself and you need to give me all the sentences right now. So please unmute yourself. 3, 2, 1, go. Let's start.
I practice, we practice, you practice, you practice, you practice,
Practice, you practice.
we practice, we practice,
Practice, you practice.
you practice.
They practice, she practice, it practice, Tony practiced.
Thank you. So now I'm gonna
I practiced, you practiced, you practice.
okay. So now I'm gonna give you one more time this opportunity to give me all the sentences, but the condition is you got to give me all the sentences using one breath. Using one breath, right? So this is the challenge. So using just one breath. Yeah, that's right. Jabal Hassan Abir. So I'm gonna unmute yourself and we're gonna start together, right? When I say go, you got to start. And we're gonna finish it together, but condition is only one breath, right? So please unmute yourself. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
I practice, you practice, you practice, you practice, they practice, he practice, she practice, it practice, I practice, you practice, you practice, you practice, she practice, I practice, you practice, you practice, they practice, he practice, she practice, it practice, Tony practiced.
Okay, thank you. So now I need a volunteer. So Charmaine, can you please unmute yourself and give me all the sentences?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, please.
I practiced, we practiced, you practiced, they practiced, he practiced, she practiced, it practiced, Tony practiced.
Excellent. Please type in the chat box. Thanks, Charmin. Now I need another volunteer. So MD Imran Ahmed, can you please unmute yourself and give me all the sentences? Imran Ahmed Imon.
I practice, we practice, you practice, they practice, she practice, it practice, Tony practice.
How many breaths you have taken? Okay. So now what are you gonna do? We're gonna practice one more time, and again, I'm gonna make sure that you have made all the sentences using one breath, because the reason we are practicing it because to improve your fluency. So please unmute yourself and give me all the sentences using one breath. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Let's start.
practice, we
I practice,
practice,
we practice, we practice, they practice, he practice, she practice, he practice, Tony practice, I practice, he practice.
He practice. She practice. Thank you. So now, I'm showing you on the screen so that you can understand. So all you got to do, you need to learn this. So regular verb, D and ED. So want, wanted, learn, learned, accept, accepted. So this is how we make past form, and this is the irregular verb. So there is no rules and regulation. We got to memorize. We got to make sentence, and we got to apply in a real life, right? So this is the thing you got to do. Now I'm gonna ask you. So what did you do yesterday, right? So now I'm gonna ask you, who attended the second class? Type in the chat box. I'd like to see. So if you attended the second class, type in the chat box second, 2ND, second. Type in the chat box 2ND, second. Okay, so if you attend the second class, it's gonna be very easy for you. But if you haven't attended the second class and third class, still you can, but it's gonna be a bit struggle for you. So anyway, so if you miss second and third class, I would recommend you please go back and watch this video. It's in the recorded in the Facebook group. So now I'm gonna ask you the first question is, so give me two verbs. What do you do in the, okay, what you did in the morning yesterday? What you did in the morning yesterday? Type in the chat box. Give me two verbs, please. What did you do yesterday in the morning? Type in the chat box. Give me two verbs. Type in the chat box. Okay, so Rohina Arif said prepared breakfast. So one verb, another verb, two verbs. Type in the chat box. Two verbs. Okay, press the cloth. That means you ironed. Okay, got washed. Okay, brushed teeth, made breakfast. Okay, recited Quran, worked in garden. Okay, took my breakfast. Okay, two verbs. Type in the chat box. Everyone else, play full, right? Okay, yeah, that's right. So Tanvir, it should be ed, walked and then brushed. Okay, woke up, walked out. Yeah, that's right. So just I'm checking whether you can make past form or not. Okay, prayed salat, Sajid Duvian. It should be prayed salat. I was brushed my teeth. Zubral, the sentence is wrong. It has to be I brushed my teeth. So take out the was. I brushed my teeth. So this is very important. You need to understand, right? So there is no there isn't anything in this structure. Subject plus verb past form. Subject plus past form of the verb. So I practiced. It's not I was practiced. I practiced. You practiced, right? So subject plus past form of the verb. There is nothing between this. Attended workshop, okay. Ate, practice, excellent. Type in the chat box. What are the two things you did in the morning? Okay, excellent. So now the next question I'm going to ask you. What are the two things you did in the afternoon? Type in the chat box. What are the two things you did in the afternoon? Type in the chat box, please. What are the two things you did in the afternoon? Okay, Umme Fatima said, took shower and brushed my teeth. Okay, excellent. So I'd like to see everyone else comment. Type in the chat box. So what are the two things you did in the afternoon yesterday? Prayed salat, ate, okay. Took shower, slept, okay. Finished assignment and washed the clothes, okay. Yeah, that's right. Watched television, refreshed myself, excellent. Took shower and prayed salah, okay. Took shower and relaxed, okay. Yeah, that means you can. So everyone else, can you please type in the chat box? What did you do in the afternoon? I'd like to check whether, okay. Okay, Abu Bakr Siddiq, you got to make it past form. So not work, worked. So ed, right? Worked and rest, took rest. Took my lunch, performed prayer. Okay, excellent. Played football and prayed salah. Okay, excellent. Baizi Shuman said prayed and go sit. Okay. Here is the one thing I'd like to share with you because still you didn't understand what I mean by that. So now I'm going to Google and I'm gonna type the word gossip. Here you go. Right, so this is called gossip. So I'm going to Cambridge dictionary. So okay, I need to accept. Okay, so this is the pronunciation.
Gossip. Gossip.
Okay, so you can here say and see the meaning. So it said conversation or reports about other people's private lives that might be unkind, disapproving, or not true. So can you see? It says gossip means conversation or reports about other people's private lives that might be unkind, disapproving, or not true. So someone said gossip. My question is, did you do that? You are talking behind the people. So gossip is negative thing. We shouldn't do that. Instead of gossip, what you can say? Type in the chat box, please. So instead of gossip, what you can say? Type in the chat box. I'd like to see. Okay, that's right. We can say chat. Chit chat. Okay, anything else? Okay, I'm not sure. So is it HOBNOB? I'm not sure. Let me try. Okay, so
Hobnob.
so that you can use this sort of thing as well. So to spend time being friendly with someone who is important, right? So
Hobnob.
So this is the pronunciation. So hobnob, right? So you can use chat or hobnob. So this is a verb as well. Okay. Now from now on, right? So we are not using gossip until we do it, right? So never ever use gossip. Okay. Now, so use chat or hobnob. So now, now I'd like to. Okay. Now I'd like to show you the vocabulary. So all the vocabularies is gonna be past form. So get up would be got up, brushed teeth, made breakfast, had cup of tea, right? See. So now I'm gonna ask you to make a lot of sentences using past form. So when I unmute yourself, you need to give me all the sentences using this vocabulary. So we're gonna state, hi, my name is Hassan Habib, and today I'd like to share with you what I did yesterday. First of all, I got up early in the morning, then I brushed my teeth, I made breakfast. If you are fasting, then you shouldn't say that. You should say, I had sehri early, then, okay, let me take it through. So then I got ready for office, then I took bus and I arrived at office, then I started working. And after that, I took rest for some time and then I started working. Again, I left office at 5 o'clock and then I took a bus again and I returned home and I refreshed myself and I watched television for some time, or you can say I recited Quran for some time. Then I attended 10-day challenge. Okay, it's gonna be 15 days because it was 10 days before. So, and I finished my homework. And then I got together with my family members, then took iftari, then I helped cook for dinner, and then I read some books and chatted with our family members. Then I took a look on my tomorrow's plan, then I got ready to sleep and I went to bed. So now, can we make a lot of sentences using this vocabulary? So if you can, type in the chat box can. I'd like to see how many of you really make a lot of sentences using these vocabularies. So what I'm gonna do, I will unmute yourself and you got to give me all the sentences using this vocabulary, right? So try to tell whatever you do, not what is written here, right? But I believe that this vocabulary will help you out. So I'm gonna unmute yourself. So please unmute yourself. 3, 2, 1, go. So all you need to say, okay, let me repeat again. So you need to say like this. Hi, my name is Hassan Habib, and right now I'd like to share with you what I did yesterday, right? These are the things. Hi, my name is Hassan Habib. Now I'd like to share with you what I did yesterday. Then you need to give a presentation and you need to speak these 30 sentences. Are you ready? If you're ready, type in the chat box ready. I'd like to see how many of you are really ready. Okay. 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 And I will make sure that your mic is vibrating. So please make sure you unmute your mic and practice. So if you have got lots of background sound, so then I don't mind, keep muted. But if you don't have lots of background sound, please, I would recommend you unmute your mic and give me all the sentences. So I can see lots of students are ready. So please unmute yourself. 3, 2, 1, go. Let's start. Hi, hi,
Hello
my name is
everyone, I am
Abhijit.
Asa. Today I'd like to share you what I
I would
did
like to share with
yesterday.
you what I did yesterday.
Got up early in the morning and brushed my teeth. Then I
I
made my bed.
wake up, I
Eat my
have
bed,
breakfast,
then
have
have a cup of
coffee,
tea, coffee, my office,
then I had lunch. I concentrated on my preparation.
I got ready, my office, then had my office,
First returned to
Hours.
passing my
the
office,
assembly.
then
Then I
at my class,
Which
my lunch, then start my working day,
took a look at
played games and I
then
watched TV. Then I took this hour. I got up, brushed myself
then
after.
went to the gym, after
Then
tea or coffee,
stood out. I took walk. I played with
then reach at home and refresh
I read
myself,
a book. I
then
visited a public fair. Then I
sit in the
visited
desk.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. So now what I'm going to do, I will invite you in a breakout room where, so if you have got background sound from your mic, can you please mute yourself? Okay. So now what I'm going to do, I will invite you to a breakout room. And okay, so you need to share with your practicing partners. So what did you do yesterday? So I can see here. Okay, I'm gonna make it, let's say 15 room. So all you got to do, you need to join to the breakout room. So I can see here are a few students who are very new. So once I invite you to the breakout room, you will see an invitation on your mobile phone or computer. Click to join. So all you need to do, click, and automatically this software is going to take you in a small breakout room. And once you go there, you will see 2 or 3 people over there. So all you need to do, you need to give a presentation. Hi, my name is Hassan Habib, and today I'd like to share with you what I did yesterday. First of all, I got up early in the morning, and then I right? And in the afternoon, I did these sort of things, and in the evening, I did these things. So this is how I need to finish. I'm gonna give you 3 minutes plus 3 minutes. So don't wait here. Don't wait into the breakout room, and I'll check. If you're alone over there, I'll move you into a different room. So are you ready? So if you're ready, type in the chat box ready. I'd like to see how many of you really want to go to breakout room and practice with your practicing mates. Type in the chat box ready. Okay. Okay. So now I created the breakout room. Open the breakout room. Now you can see the invitation. Please click and join and go there. You got to be very quick. Click and join and go there for practicing, right? Don't wait here. Please go there. Very quick. You have to go there because someone will be waiting for you in the breakout room to practice with you. So if you don't go there, so someone cannot practice, right, alone. So please go there. Don't wait here. Go, go, go. So I'll visit some rooms as well to make sure that you are practicing there. You got to be very quick. Please go to the breakout room. So someone is waiting for you. Please make sure you go to the breakout room. So Safayat Ahmed, I'm sending you room number 12. Please join to room number 12. Please go. Don't wait here. So still I can see 15 people are here. I can't believe. Please go to the breakout room. Okay, so if you cannot go to the breakout room, what I'm gonna do, okay, who wants to give a presentation here? So please unmute yourself. So type in the chat box, who wants to give a presentation here? So what did you do yesterday? Type in the chat box. Who would like to give a presentation here, please? Okay, Tanbir, who is giving presentation here?
Assalamu alaikum. I share with you what I do yesterday.
What I did yesterday.
This is Tanbir Ahmed. I am a student. I have completed my HSC exam this year.
At morning at 5 p.m. and brushed my teeth and taken a little fresh. And after that, I performed.
So who wants to give a presentation here? What did you do yesterday? Please type in the chat box me. I'd like to see. Okay, Imran said I want to make the presentation. Okay, Imran, please unmute yourself and give a presentation. Sorry, Imran, we can't hear you. Probably network issue.
Something for you. Today I'll share you what did I yesterday. First of all, I woke up very
Okay, I think he's got an issue with his network. So who is the next person to give a presentation? Please type in the chat box. Who would like to give a presentation? What did you do yesterday? Type in the chat box, please. Okay, Imran, so sorry. I think you have got a network issue, so we couldn't hear you at all. Room number 12. Right, so we are here right now. So who would like to give a presentation? So what did you do yesterday? So please type in the chat box. I'd like to see, and I'd like to give you the opportunity to speak in front of the audience. So what did you do yesterday? Okay, Chaudhary Kabir said me. So Chaudhary, I can't see you. Can you please wave your hand, something like this, so that I can see you? Okay, Chaudhary, yeah.
Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, sir, let's get started. I would like to share with you what I did yesterday. And I got up early in the morning. I brushed my teeth. I made breakfast, had a cup of coffee and tea sometimes, got ready for office and took bus. And sometimes I took train, arrived at office, started working. And in the afternoon, I had lunch, took rest, started working. And sometimes I started studying and left office, went to tea stall with my friends sometimes and had took a cup of coffee, took a bus and returned home safely, and then refreshed myself, watched TV, and nowadays I recited Holy Quran and then attended 15 days challenge and finished my homework. And in the evening, I got together with my family, took some snacks, helped to cook, and took dinner, read books, and chatted with my family members. Took a look on tomorrow's plan and got ready to sleep and went to bed. That's I do every day. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. So, Kabir, usually do you submit your homework?
Sir, sir, last 2 days I couldn't able to submit my homework because of my, sir, I was busy, kind of. That's why.
So, do you think you
But
will be able to finish your homework and submit all of them together?
yes, sir. Yes, sir. I would love to.
Okay, so please do that. Okay, thank you. We'd like to, we are really excited to see your video. Okay, so who would be the next one to give a presentation? So, what did you do yesterday? What you can do, you can type in the chat box, or you can just turn on your video and you can wave your hand so that I can see you and I can unmute yourself. Okay. Okay, let's see if I can find you. Okay, so this opportunity goes to Fabiha Alom. So I'm not sure where you're right now. So can you please electronically press on the raise hand button so that I can find you? Okay, can't find you anywhere else. So who is the next person? He said Moinuddin. Okay, Moinuddin, can you please unmute yourself and give your presentation?
Yes, sir.
Let's start.
Assalamu alaikum.
So,
Today I like to share with you what did I study. Basically, I got up early in the morning. Then I brushed my teeth and I made breakfast, and I had a cup of tea in a tea stall. I got ready for office, and took a bus, and I arrived at office. I start working. In the afternoon, I had lunch. I took rest some time. I started studying, and I left. I went to a stall I look I refreshed I returned at my home, and I refreshed myself. I watched a TV, and I attended 10 days challenge. I finished my homework.
Okay, thank you, Maridin. So now I'm going to Fabia Halom. Fabia, can you please unmute yourself and give a presentation? Then I'm going to Rimon Dash.
Yes, sir. Sir, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, sir. I would like to share with you what did I do yesterday. First of all, I got up early in the morning at 6 a.m. Then I brushed my teeth and I went out for morning walk. Uh, after finished my morning walk, I came back my home and refreshed myself. Then I made breakfast for my family members. After that, we took breakfast all together. Then I had a cup of tea. After that, we got ready for I got ready for my office, and I got ready my child for their school. At first, I took a rickshaw for my child's school. I left my child at their school, and then I took a rickshaw. Again, I took a rickshaw for my office. After reached my office, I at first my refreshed myself for COVID-19. Then I came my desk for my daily working. Around 1:30 p.m. I prayed my Johor Salat. Then I had my lunch. After that I came back my desk, and worked. I worked at around 5 p.m. I finished my work and I left my office. Then I came back my home. uh, uh, when I came back my home, I made some snacks for my child and other family members. We took that get and we took some snacks and coffee and chatting with others.
Okay.
Alan,
Thank, thank you.
sorry. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. So what do you need to do? You need to practice it time and again. And so can you please type in the chat box, thanks, Fabia. So Fabia, you can say, I left my children to their school, or I dropped my children to their school. This is the only thing you made a mistake. Other than it was fantastic. So
Okay,
please
sir.
type
Thank
in
you.
the chat box, thanks, Fabia. So now, Tanvir, can you please unmute yourself and give a presentation?
Assalamualaikum.
Assalam.
I share with what I do yesterday.
Did.
This is Tanbir Ahmad. I am a student. I have completed my HSC exam this year. I got up early in the morning. I brushed my teeth and washed my hand and face. Then I went out for a morning walk. Then I came back at 3 o'clock and took my bath. After then I prayed to God and learned my lesson. Then I had my breakfast. In the afternoon, firstly, I took my lunch, then I took rest. After then, I performed prayer, then I went to bed.
Thank you, Tanvir. So you got to practice it 10 times, right? So while practicing, make sure you are making a lot of sentences and you're delivering it smoothly, right? So if you do it 10 times, it's gonna be easier for you. So Rimandash, I'm sorry, I forgot. So please unmute yourself, yeah, and fire away.
Thank you, sir, to give me a kind of such floor. And good evening, everyone, to all. My name is Diwandash, and I wanted to share my previous work, what I did yesterday. So first of all, I got up from morning at 7 p.m. Then, then I taken some exercise like yoga, and after finish my yoga, I freshen up myself. After finishing up myself, then I attended online classes, and it's still 12 p.m. And after finished my online classes, then for entertainment, I scrolled FB, and after this entertainments, then I taken bath, and after bath, I taken lunch with my honorable family members, and after take after
taking
lunch, yes, after taking lunch, and then I watch TV with my family members. This program like TV news and BBC, and after watch TV channels, and then I took some naps, and after finish my naps, then I took some prayers like yoga, and then I regularly studied on table, and after finish my homework, then for entertainment I scrolled some FB videos, and after finish FB videos, then I
thank you, Rimandash. Thanks for your presentation. So just to make sure that we use verb plus ing after. So after finishing, after taking, after doing. So this is the format we're gonna use in the next time. Excellent. So I'm really excited to see your full video in the Facebook group. Right. So next one is okay. So who is that? I think I lost him. Okay. So Tariq Aziz, can you please unmute yourself and give a presentation?
Thank you, sir. Give me an opportunity to tell something I had yesterday. Okay, I did yesterday. Okay, first of all, I got up early in the morning. Then I took my sehri, and after finishing my sehri, I performed my fajr salat, and I went out home and took exercise for 30 or 40 minutes. And after finishing my exercise, then I returned home and took shower, and then finished my shower. I joined my online class, and after finishing my online class, I performed my Johar Salat and took nap for 30 or 40 minutes, and then I woke up and clean up myself, and then I will then I went I went out with my friends and spent time with them, and I spent with them 30 or 40 1 or 2 hours, and then I returned my home and took my iftar, and after took my iftar, I performed my Maghrib prayers.
Okay. Thank you, Tariq. So please make sure after plus verb plus ing. So after taking it, right? So that's why I always encourage you. So practice 10 times in front of the mirror, then record this video, then upload. So that means you have done your homework, right? So now I'm giving this opportunity to Osafur Rahman. Please, okay, sorry. Please unmute yourself and give a presentation.
Hello. Good night, and thank you for opportunity to talk about what did I do yesterday? Now, I am the student of public university, and we know that our university is totally of 1.5 years. So this time I passed questions. So yesterday I am a Muslim, and yesterday my time was at 3 a.m. At 3 a.m. I woke up and then I brushed my teeth and going to prayer in Fajr prayers. Then I slept and woke up at 8 a.m. Then then after then going to tuition and back to my room. Then I took shower and went to the prayer. Then I started my at IELTS. Then after completing my study, I went to the Asr prayer and Asr prayer and 5:30 p.m. 5:30 p.m. I took my iftar, and after then I were
Okay. Okay.
after then I went to
Okay, Asabro, thank you very much. Thanks for sharing that. Can you please type everyone else after that? We are not saying after then, we're saying after that or then, right? So please type in the chat box after that. Yeah, so from now on, we're gonna say after that. Thank you, Rahman. It was a very fantastic presentation. And also, we don't say night, right? So when you say goodbye, you say good night. So only we use night when you say someone else goodbye. Otherwise, we say good evening, whatever the night is. It's even 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, we say good evening, right? Other than, so when we leave the person, we say good night. So for the greetings, we say three things. So good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. But for leaving someone else at night, we say good night, see you again. So now I'm giving this opportunity to another person who is ready. I'd like to see who is ready. Okay, Sajid, can you please unmute yourself?
Thank you, sir, for giving me a chance. First of all, I want to talk about what did I do instead. First of all, I got up very late in the last Saturday, then took fresh and prayed the salat. After that the salat, then I watched previous classes in 15 days. Then in the evening, I took my fresh and prayed salat for Asr, then gone to the outside, took some snacks for the iftari. After the iftari, I was prepare my 15 days classes, and that after that the class, I had finished my homework. Then I was gone to I had gone to the outside and chilling with my friends. Finished that, I came to the home and gone to the bed. That is my Saturday. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thanks for sharing that. So next one is Fatima. Can you please share the presentation?
Yeah, sir, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Hello everyone, I'm Martha. Today I'd like to show you what I did yesterday. So let's get started. I got up early in the morning and brushed my teeth and took shower. After that, I made my bed.
Sorry, Fatima, we can't hear you.
Hello?
Yes, now we can.
Hello everyone, I'm Martha. Today I would like to share you what I did yesterday. So let's get started. I got up early in the morning and brushed my teeth and took shower. After that, I made my bed. Then I prayed my Fajr prayer. Then I did my daily exercise. After that, I took my breakfast. Then I studied for some time. After that, I got got ready for school and then I went to school. After 6 hours, I came back home from my school. After that, I refreshed myself. Then I prayed my Zohar prayer. After that, I took rest for 30 minutes. Then I took my lunch. After that, I took a cup of tea. After that, I played games and I watched TV. Then I took some rest. After 2 hours, I got up and refreshed myself. After that, I prayed my Asr prayer. After that, I went to the playground. After 1 hour, I came back home. Then again, I refreshed myself. Then I prayed my Maghrib prayer. Then I took some snacks with my family members. After that, I attended 10 days speaking challenge. After finished the class, I prayed my Isha prayer. After that, I chit chat with my family members. Then I took a cup of coffee. Then I finished my homework and then I took my dinner. Then I read some storybook. After that, I went to my bed. Thank you, sir, for hearing me.
Okay, Fatima, thank you very much. Thanks for the presentation. So, Milu, can you please unmute yourself and give a presentation? And next one is Imran Hussain. Milu, can you please unmute yourself?
Sir, can you hearing me, sir?
Yes, we can.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Thank you, sir, for giving me a chance to speak that what I did last day. Last day I woke up. I got up in the morning at 3 o'clock and I took my dinner like sehri, and then I go to sleep. I went to bed for sleep, and then I again got up at 10 o'clock. Then I got ready to go my office. Office after finishing my office, I went to my home, and I took my shower, and I went to field for football playing. Okay, sir, that was my.
Okay, thank you, Milu. Thanks for sharing that. So please make sure you make a list what you did yesterday and practice it 10 times in front of the mirror and then upload the video. So that's why I always encourage you to do that, because if you don't do that, you are not getting fluency, right? So now this opportunity goes to Imran Hussain. Can you please unmute yourself? And then I'm going to Imran.
Sure. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Thanks for giving me a chance. I would like to share my yesterday activity. First of all, as a Muslim, during the Ramadan period, I got up early. I got up at 3:30 a.m. Then I washed my hand or face, then took my sahri, then I performed my Fajr Salat, then I went to bed for a short sleep. Then after walking after that, I woke up from my bed. Then I got prepared myself, go to my office. Then I arrived to my office. Then I started my tasks, and then when I finished all of my works, then I came back from my office. Then arrived my home by rickshaw or bus. Then refreshed myself. Then I prepared myself for iftar.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. So Imran, do you practice a lot and do you upload your homework in Facebook group?
No, sir.
Why don't?
So I'm so quite busy. for my office works and my IELTS preparations.
Okay, so how many minutes does it take to upload it?
Sorry?
How many minutes usually it takes to upload a video?
No, I don't upload any video.
So from now on, would you?
Sorry?
From now on, would you upload?
Sure, I will try to upload my videos. Then next.
Thank you. So Imran, do it, because once you take the phone and record the video, so it's going to give you a lot of confidence as well. So you will not get it until you try it. So I would recommend you please do it, upload the video, and I'm really excited to watch your video. So next one is Imran. Imran, can you please fire away? So Imran, we can't hear you. I think you are not.
Sorry, sir, I can get you still.
Okay. Can you please give a presentation?
Hello, can you hear me, sir?
Yes, we can.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for giving me a chance to tell something before you. Today, I'll share you what I did yesterday. First of all, as this is the month of Ramadan, I woke up very early morning. Then I brushed my teeth. Then took the Sahri. After the Sahri, I said my prayer of Fajr. After the Fajr prayer, I went to sleep. Then when I woke up, it was the time of approximately 12 p.m. Then I took shower. After the shower, I sat for study. And I prepared my homework of Hassel pre-education. After a long preparation, I upload the video in the Facebook group. Then for the entertainment of mine, I set up an show and watches and I watch the Facebook and YouTube. After that, we all the members of our family go together for the iftar. After taking the iftar, I said my prayer of Maghrib. After the Maghrib prayer, I said again for the study, for the study and the class of health and education. After that, I said the prayer of Isha. Then I went to sleep again. That's all about me. Thank you very much.
Okay, welcome. So next is goes to Amanullah. Amanullah, can you please? You need to unmute yourself first.
Yes, sir. Thank you to give me opportunity. I wanna share what did I do yesterday. Actually, this month is Ramadan, so yesterday I got up early in the morning. Then I brushed my teeth. Then I pray Tahajjud Salat and at the time of 30 a.m. I ate Sahari. Then I went to mosque for Fajr Salat. After Fajr Salat, I came back home and went to sleep. And at the time of 10 a.m., I woke up and go and took a shower. After shower, I started my academic reading. After complete my reading, I went to kitchen and help my mother for make iftar. After making iftar, I went to mosque and
Thank you, Amanullah. So still, I can find a lot of students here. They are saying I'm busy and all that stuff. Don't take it personally. So can you please type in the chat box? Still, if you can remember who was my first mentor, type in the chat box. If you can remember his name. Let's see. I'm checking Still, if you can remember. Fast mentor. No, he was more nervous, right? So at that time, I was really immature and I was not ready to listen to him 100%. So in the first day when I went to join the mastermind program, and I didn't do my homework. So my homework was call 10 business people, book at least 2, and see them and offer your service. That was my first assignment, and I didn't do it. I said, well, I was doing that, I was busy and all that stuff. And he said something still I can remember, and the same advice I'm going to give you. He said me exactly this word: Habib, you can make money or you can make excuses. So there is nothing between this, right? Exactly. He looked at my eyes and he said, Habib, you can make money or you can make excuses. So again, I'm going to tell you the same thing, right? So you can make excuses or you can develop your English fluency. It's entirely up to you. So whatever you're saying, I heard you, I understand you, but it takes only 10-15 minutes to upload your video. And again, I'm going to share with you one more thing is, I think some of the students here, you haven't made your video yet, right? And you're thinking, well, the class, I understand it, I practice a lot in the class and I practice at home. I'm not gonna make the video. So I would tell you, if you can make 10 videos, next 10 videos, and after that, if you go for your IELTS test, you'll see examiner is nothing. You'll find her very, very comfortable. Because once you hold the phone and you record the video, it's going to give you tremendous confidence to do that. And I would say recording on mobile, that's the best examiner. So if you don't believe me, try it. Try it. So who is relating what I'm saying? Type in the chat box. It's me. I'd like to see how many of you really understood what I said. So recording on mobile phone, that's the best examiner. Yeah, that's right. So try it. So, you know, a lot of people, they are saying and thinking as well. So what's the point? I mean, recording a video and uploading. And if you don't have any time, I'm going to recommend you one more thing. You don't have to upload. So go to the Facebook group inside and just go live. Press the button live and just go live and talk about the topic and just finish. You don't have to upload. You don't have to wait. So recording video is the best examiner. You are having exam with this mobile phone. So try it. And finally, I would like to share my screen again. And I see there are a lot of students from today. I have seen they have got the courage to speak in front of the audience. And next class, I would, I do believe that I will find more students who will be really inspired to give a presentation in front of the students. So now, this is the homework. So what did you do yesterday? And you need to practice 10 times. And I would recommend you stand in front of the mirror and give a presentation, just standing something like this straight and say, hey, my name is Hassan Habib. And today I'd like to share with you what I did yesterday. First of all, moreover, furthermore, after that, then, next, again, right? So you are using a lot of connectors. So this is called connectors, what I said. If you understood, please type in the chat box connectors. I'd like to see how many of you really understood what I just said. Please type in the chat box connector. Connectors, yeah, that's right. So these are the connectors. So you're going to start with, well, so you can start. Then you can say, first of all, moreover, after that, furthermore, next, again, also, right? So these are the things. And when you say finally, that means you are going to conclude your speech. So finally, or at the end, or lastly, I went to bed. So this is how I need to give the presentation. So especially, I mean, if you are practicing for IELTS speaking, you got to use these connectors. This is called ornament of language. So if you use it time and again, so the examiner, they will have a good impression in your speech and they'll give you some good marks. So I would definitely recommend you to use this connector. So just, you know, repeat after me. So first of all, moreover, furthermore, also, again, next, and finally, right? So repeat after me one more time. First of all, moreover, furthermore, and, also, next, again, finally. So this is how I need to use connectors, right? So I would like to watch your video, and I'd like to see this sort of connectors you are using while speaking on your video. So this is your homework. So definitely I'd like to see your video and see you in the next class same time, right? Until then,